Do you want to change your life in some way? Say a new career, losing weight, a new relationship, or just a new direction in life? Well, it's helpful to know the process you'll need to go through if you want to reach success and the actual fulfillment that you deserve. Want to know the process? Then keep watching. This is part 2. I'm Rachel Wood, relationship life coach and founder of Creative Pathways Coaching. Today we're going to talk about the process of change. Now, if you haven't already watched part 1, please stop this video now, go and watch that before proceeding with this video. So, we now get to the hard part of change. You thought the second stage was hard. The third stage, the valley of despair. And doesn't it sound ominous? You almost want to just give up now, hey? Now, this doesn't happen each and every time you decide to change something, but it is very common. So you need to be prepared because it can get a little shitty. Basically, you begin to see only the downsides of the process. Everything is just work. The relationship is just work and less of the great sex and the yummy feelings of love. That business isn't the passive income you expected. Who fell for that one, hey? The gym program isn't as much fun as you expected. And geez, did you really think it was gonna be fun? It's now just 2 hours a day that you could be doing something else. It's way more exciting or relaxing. In this stage, you cannot see the upsides of the situation at all. For example, getting up ridiculously early for that run now becomes such a chore. You're so over the fact that your partner can't be on time, like ever. Generally, you really start to question why you were doing what you were doing. The valley is a seriously crappy place to be, but if you don't keep going through the valley, you will quit. You only see 2 choices here in the valley: to keep going or to quit. And as you've guessed, this is the time when most people quit. Sometimes it can be the best thing to do. For example, that relationship may not be the best for you, but just remember that if you're looking for a relationship, you will need to go through this process again with someone else. Maybe next time you'll feel that there's not a need to quit. But on the other hand, in my situation with developing more lean muscle, I know that quitting isn't the best option for me. So I keep continuing through the valley of despair. What about you? Can you think of an example where it was best to quit? What about a time when it was best to keep going? Now, like I said before, sometimes it can be best to quit, but most of the time it isn't. Particularly if it's very important to you. That diet you started a week or 2 ago but never finished. I'm sure you can think of an example in your life. Now, the reason why we tend to quit is because we are primarily comfort seekers, like I said before at the start of part 1. We despise the valley of despair and will do whatever we can to go back to stage 1 because that was the really nice stage. Uninformed optimism. It felt really good, didn't it? The dream of what could be rather than the shitty work it takes to get through the valley of despair to get to the goal. So we quit. And then we go back to the dream of what could be and start the process all over again with something else. And for some people, they will do this so much that they never actually really experience getting through the valley of despair to get to the other side, to the goal. So for them, it almost seems impossible. Most people tend to be excellent starters, but crappy finishers. And here's the secret. If you have the motivation and the willpower, you can get yourself to the 5th stage. But you're going to have to keep going through the valley of despair to get there. Stage 4, informed optimism. This stage is a combination of feeling the optimism of the first stage, yes, But you are now informed. You know the system, the process, the business, the relationship. You know the upsides and the downsides. You know it is work, but you're now beginning to see the results. And you're seeing the work isn't as hard as you thought it was because you've gotten used to it. So it's become like a habit in your life. For example, working out every day, it starts to become second nature. You've made it past the valley and now you're getting the results, or now I'm getting the results, the other side. And then there's the final stage. Stage 5, success and fulfillment. So this is pretty much self-explanatory, really. So the thing to remember when you're in stage 2 and 3 is it does get better. Promise. You just have to keep going. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below to see future ones. I post a new one every Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, depending on your time zone. And remember, you can book a coaching package with me or check out my other resources on my website and subscribe to Creative Pathways Facebook and Instagram. All links are in the description below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.